Evidence-free. Our team is made of Alejandro, Alejandra, Valeria Chaires, and Vanessa. The genital tract is made of the testes, epididymis, vas efferents, ejaculatory ducts, seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and the bulbourethral gland. In the testes, male gonads is divided into where is the production of the sperm and the production of hormones. In the production of sperm is found the seminiferous tubules, is where the sperm is produced. Then it continues to the spermatogenesis, is where the cell converts into a spermatogonia, then to spermatocytes, then to spermatids, and then finally to sperm. Then the sperm goes to the epididymis. Here is where the sperm maturates. Then goes to the vas efferents. In the vas efferents passes through the seminal vesicles, the prostate gland, the bulbourethral gland, and then finally the semen. In the production of the hormones passes through interstitial cells, then to the androgens, and finally to the testosterone. We can see here in the drawing, here is the urinary bladder, the symphysis pubis, the ductus deferens, the urethra, the corpora cavernosa, penis, the corpora spongiosum, glans penis, prepuce. Here in the other side is the ampulla, the seminal vesicle, the ejaculatory duct, the prostate gland, the bulbourethral gland, anus, ductus deferens, epididymis, testes, and scrotum. The hormonal regulation in the male. Hypothalamus. It controls the functions of the testes because it secretes a hormone called gonadotropin releasing hormone, GnRH. The gonadotropic hormones are follicle stimulating hormone, FSH, and the luteinizing hormone that is known also as the LH. All these hormones are controlled by negative feedback mechanisms which maintain the production of sperm and testosterone within normal range. The hormonal regulation in the male. Here is represented how the hormonal regulation is the hypothalamus, the gonadotropin releasing hormone, the anterior pituitary that is divided into the LH and the FSH. In the LH, it goes to the interstitial cells, testosterone, and finally promotes secondary sex characteristics. In the FSH, the Sertoli cells divided into two, in which is the inhibin and the stimulates spermatogenesis. And this is the male reproductive system.
Female reproductive system. When an oocyte is produced and how it is transported to the uterus. The gonads in the female consist of the ovaries. These are the ones that are responsible for producing the oocytes or eggs in process. Also the female sex hormones estrogen and progesterone. One egg is produced per month and then is released into the oviduct. This process is called ovulation. Where the fertilization and the implantation takes place? Well, the fertilization of the egg with the sperm takes place in the oviduct. The result of this is called zygote, in which travels to the uterus becoming an embryo, and reaches to the uterus in 1 week. The female sex hormones. Hormones secreted from the hypothalamus, the anterior pituitary gland, and where the ovaries control the main events of the cycle. The ovarian and the uterine cycles and the hormonal changes that regulate them are known as the female reproductive cycle. The GnRH controls the cycle by stimulating follicle-stimulating hormones and the LH luteinizing hormone. Hormonal regulation of the female reproductive system. The ovarian and the uterine cycles and the hormonal changes that regulate them are known as the female reproductive cycle GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone. Control the cycle by stimulating follicle-stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone from the anterior pituitary gland. The ovarian cycle. Well, the ovarian cycle is divided into three parts. The first one is the follicular phase. In this phase, the FSH stimulates the development of a follicle in one of the ovaries. As the follicle matures, oogenesis starts and continues. Then the epithelial cells of the follicle multiply and secrete the female sex hormones. As estrogen levels rise, negative feedback releases. The second one is the ovulation. The estrogen spikes cause the secretion of GnRH from the hypothalamus, which in turn causes LH from the anterior pituitary gland, and this is a result of ovulating about 40 to 28 day cycle. The third one, luteal phase. LH promotes the development of the corpus luteum, which consists of the follicle cells left behind after the ovulation. In the corpus secretes mainly progesterone. The uterine cycle. The uterine cycle is divided into three parts. The first one is the menstruation, is when the endometrium breaks down with the blood passing out of the vagina. The low level of the female sex hormones cause menstruation. The second one is the proliferative. The endometrium is built up, becomes more vascular and glandular. This causes because of the increased production of estrogen by the new developing follicle. The third one and the last one is the secretory. The endometrium doubling or tripling in thickness and the uterine glands producing a thick mucus. Then the secretory phase and then the endometrium is now prepared to receive a developing embryo. Fertilization and implantation do not occur. Well, how the ovarian cycle influences the uterine cycle? The hormone secretes from the hypothalamus, the anterior pituitary gland, and the ovaries control the main events of the cycles. The ovarian cycle includes events that occur during and after the menstruation, the maturation of the oocyte. The uterine cycle makes some changes and prepares the uterus for the arrival of a fertilized egg that will develop until birth. And the ovarian, uterine cycles, and the hormonal change are known as the female reproductive system. Birth control methods and prevention of sexual transmitted diseases. Well, the first one is the abstinence. It's the most reliable birth control method we have, and it means not engaging in any sexual contact. This form of birth control also has the advantage of preventing sexual transmitted diseases. Female sterilization is the second one. Well, the woman can undergo either tubal ligation, a surgical procedure that blocks the fallopian tubes from carrying eggs to the uterus, or tubal implants, and ensure a non-surgical technique in which a small coil is inserted into the fallopian tubes. And the other one is the shot. Once you get it, your birth control is covered for 3 full months. There is nothing else you have to do. The shot contains progestin, a hormone that prevents your ovaries from releasing eggs. It also thickens your cervical mucus, which helps block sperm from getting to the egg in the first place. And the other one is the implant. The implant releases hormones that keep your ovaries from releasing eggs and thickness your cervical mucus, which helps to block the sperm from getting to the egg in the first place. Implants last for 3 years and can cost up to $800. No, pesos. They are nearly 100% effective. The intrauterine devices is a surgical implanted copper device that prevents sperm from reaching the egg. It also surgically implanted works by releasing hormones, and they are more than 99% effective and good for 10 years. And the last one is the male condom. Protect against the pregnancy and the sexual transmitted diseases, including HIV. Worn properly, condoms prevent sperm from entering the uterus. Go with latex or polyurethane condoms. Lambskins do not shield you against all the sexual transmitted diseases. And that's all. Thank you very much and have a nice day.